What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, we want to talk about the ending that David Gordon Green had in mind in the first place. And this ending is something that we all talked about. I speculated. A lot of people just talked about this could possibly happen with, you know, the Easter eggs that was, you know, injected in this movie, showing from another movie. Which other movie is it? Halloween 3. Yes, you guys, Halloween 3. So David Gordon Green in an interview kind of talked about how the ending was almost tied with Halloween 3 season of the witch. I knew it had to be something. So you know, we're going to talk about it, what was said in this, you know, interview and everything. And yeah, you guys, we kind of seeing this, you know, Halloween kills and everything. So yeah, it's about to get crazy, man. It's about to be deep because, I mean, I just knew with the opening font and everything of Halloween Ends, it had to be some type of significant meaning. So yeah, you guys, before you do anything, definitely smash the like button, you guys, and let's get started. So right here in this interview, you know, it says basically David Gordon Green almost tied Halloween Ends into Halloween 3 season of the witch. I guess the guy that was interviewing him, Joshua, says use the same blue font from Halloween 3 season of the witch to open Halloween Ends, and to me it's letting us know that your part 3 is not going to go the way we think. What else from season of the witch influenced Ends? Now David Gordon Green also said this, and David Gordon Green says this: there was an ending I wrote that we never filmed, and it takes place at Silver Shamrock's factory. As it was spitting out witch, skeleton, and jack-o'-lantern mask, and then it started spitting out Michael's mask. I had a temptation to go there, but at the end of the day, I thought that was just fan service for people who knew basically what Silver Shamrock was. It was in every draft of the script, published, labs, but we never filmed it. So you guys, we have it right there from the man himself, David Gordon Green, basically saying that the script has some type of ending that was tied to Halloween 3 season of the witch, which we said this, man, because we seen so many Easter eggs and kills in Halloween 2018 with these masks, and it's crazy when you think about it. That is very fucking crazy, because it's like, man, what if? Comment down below, what ending would you guys rather have? That season of the witch ending that I just read with this interview, or the one we got? So he's basically saying that they were in Silver Shamrock's factory, which would have been so cool. I haven't talked about in previous speculation and theory videos, what if it was like some kids or, you know, teens or something walking in the ends, and they see this old brick factory that's tore down and abandoned, and they're like, you know, we see like this rusty ass Silver Shamrock novelty sign, and it had like a leftover mask or something. Someone picks it up, and you know, they play the fucking the jingle on TV, and it kind of, you know, as a nostalgic thing from what happened, and it could have worked though. You know, we could have had people talking about that issue, what happened, and obviously they're trying to make it seem like these masks exist in the same universe as Kills 2018 and End. So I think that is really crazy. I personally would have loved to see how the Silver Shamrock tie into Michael would have went, but he's basically saying like the Silver Shamrock factory was spitting out skeleton, jack-o'-lantern, and witch mask, and they also spitted out Michael mask. Wow, like, bro, we all said, like, what if we got the reveal that Michael's connected to the mask, and some type of energy connected with Michael, almost like instead of killing Michael, it powers him up, you know, like Dick Warlock was in Halloween 3. I mean, they had the same stiffness, if you ask me, but that is fucking crazy, you know, because we all speculated, like, in Ends, I was gonna be like, what the hell if we got a scene where Corey looks in the mask, and it's just like a little stamp, you know, like a little stamp saying that this was a mock-up mask from Silver Shamrock they were going to proceed with, but they decided not to go with it, you know. That would have been crazy to get that type of end. I know people were saying stuff about the radio tower being connected to the mask to kind of, you know, ignite Michael, but it would have all worked because Michael, you know, in 78 got the mask from the hardware store with some rope, you know, like Brackett says, but man, that could have been crazy. Like, maybe they would put the discontinued mask in the hardware store because they didn't want to put them in, like, you know, any main stores like a pharmacy where Halloween costumes was sold back in the day like that and stuff. And they just put it in like a hardware store. Michael got his hands on it, and it kind of brought the evil to him. And maybe even the vacuum clown mask could have been a part of it, you know. And it was just like in the towns of Haddonfield, like Silver Shamrock were just, you know, shipping these masks out to people, and it came across Michael, and it kind of made him, like, you know, darker, and it kind of just made the evil influence him to do what he did to become Michael Myers, the boogeyman. So bro, this is crazy, because now it all just makes sense because everyone's scratching their head like, man, he gave us the sky blue font instead of a bright orange, and it's in the same font as, you know, Season of the Witch. What is he trying to tell us? You know, when I first seen it, I knew for a fact when I first seen it, it was going to be like, you know, some type of meaning behind it. Like, it was almost saying like this movie's going to be different. You're not getting that bright orange, and we got the pumpkins going into each other and another one coming out, like, you know, the Eve was going in, but it still had a Halloween 3 vibe to me, even though he didn't incorporate that. So I wonder, you know, did he kind of pull some of that vibe from that script that had to, you know, tie in with Halloween 3 and kind of push it in the ends that we got in the theaters, you know, because it kind of does seem like we still see some kind of Halloween 3 significance in these scenes, but I could be tripping out. But man, I would have really liked to see that scene, because picture that we got the reveal that, you know, Michael did exist in the Halloween 3 universe. He, you know, and he kind of shows like some type of flashback, like, yeah, you know, the reason, you know, Michael wasn't around in that area because such and such, like almost like, you know, some flashback, and have Michael connected to these masks with the silver Shamrock, you know, novelty badge on it. So I'm not gonna lie, in my opinion, man, I would have wanted to see that though, like on a screen. I know a lot of people are like, nah, I don't want to see that, but which one would you guys rather have? You know, the one we got, you know, with Corey just mainly being a killer, or, you know, Michael just being, you know, possessed and led on with this well, not possessed, but just led on with this silver Shamrock novelty mask, you know, a discontinued mask that kind of just, you know, made him be this boogeyman. And it kind of, and then I think for real, if that would have happened, it would have definitely cleaned up a lot of question marks on why it kills. When Michael, before he killed the mob, he made sure to look left and right, put the mask on, and then he killed because the mask powers him up. And, you know, in 78, when Laurie took it off, he puts it on before Loomis shoots him. And when Karen took it, he had to get that mask back because it's like he's attached to it, like it's something that keeps him safe. So that does, you know, like, you know, make sense to me, because it could have played a part. And I knew that there was some type of Halloween 3 stuff involved, but it just wasn't out there yet. So I wonder if David Gordon Green kind of regret not incorporating that in ends now, because, I mean, as much as people think that a lot of people would not have enjoyed that, I think a lot of people would have probably, you know, considered that ending, you know, just because off of what he's reaching for and what he decided to do. So yeah, and you could have even made like a remixed like Silver Shamrock jingle song mixed with the Myers song to kind of kick it up, like, and it's like, dum, happy, happy, dum, happy. And like, bro, you could have did a lot of stuff with that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know a lot of people like, hey, I don't want to see that, you know, keep Season of the Witch, Season of the Witch. But it would have definitely cleaned up a lot of stuff, in my opinion. You know, Colonel Cochran and everything. It just would have just made a lot of sense, in my opinion. But I mean, it's too late now, but it's nice to know that he was thinking like that. It's nice to know that he's a fan of Season of the Witch, and he wanted to have this, you know, be incorporated in ends, and he had the idea. So it's official. He said it, the script, one more time before it ended, was basically the Silver Shamrock Factory was going to have, you know, the skull, the witch, and the jack-o'-lantern man spitting, you know, when getting spit out from the factory. Also the Myers mask, and you know how that was going to go, you know, from the town of Haddonfield and everything, and explain how Michael got powered up and everything. So it makes sense. So comment down below, you guys, what you think about this. David Gordon Green having this ending in the works, but he didn't go forward with it. Would you guys would have wanted to see that? Unfortunately though, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media, Alex Gary on Instagram, Alex Gary 77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, Alex Gary on Twitter. Don't forget, you guys, to become a member of the channel by clicking join, next subscribe, and become a, you know, a patron. Get exclusive content, benefits of the channel, and check out the official Alex Gary merch store. And yeah, you guys, I love you all. Stay scary out there. Peace.